Sorry, I didn't record today's class. Okay, now I started. Okay. The amount of feedback is 1 plus A beta. Of course, in this particular case, it's coming out to be. So now let us more systematically see in terms of equations what are the advantages of negative feedback. Negative feedback. We know that this is the expression for closed loop gain, which is given by 1 plus A beta. If I differentiate this, assuming that A and beta are, okay, this beta is constant, shall I write it as 1 plus A beta whole square? Then I'll just divide this by, I will divide this by AF. When I divide this by AF, so is it now dAF by AF is equal to dA by AF into 1 plus A beta whole square, which is nothing but dA by, what is AF again now? Is it actually A by 1 plus A beta into 1 plus A beta whole square? Then this square will go with this. Now dAF by AF is equal to dA into A multiplied by 1 over 1 plus A beta. Or I will write dAF by AF is equal to dA by 1 over 1 plus A beta times dA by A. Of course, this is exactly the same thing to define what we have seen so far. Meaning, what is dAF by AF? Change in the closed loop gain is equal to change in the open loop gain multiplied by 1 over the amount of feedback. Getting the point? The point is, how much is the, of course, if there is a change in the open loop gain by 20%, if there is a change in the gain by 20%, then what is the change in the closed loop gain? It is 20% multiplied by 1 over A beta. So was this, okay, what was the, of course, if you want to get the same expression as we got it here, so what's actually 1 over 1 plus A beta? We got it, no? Was it actually, can somebody say it was 60 dB? So what is that? Okay, 60 dB would be, can somebody say what is 20%? I'm just looking at this x. So x is equal to 1 over 10 power 3, yeah? 60 dB corresponds 10.6. 10.6, am I correct? Into 0.2, is it 0.02 now? Sorry, is it 0.002? Correct? So this is 0.002. How much is x in terms of percentage? This is 0.010, correct? 0.0002. So is it in terms of percentage, is it 0.02%? So are we reaching the same point now? Are we just reaching the same point? Now, what I mean to say is, this is another way of looking at what is the change that is happening in the closed loop gain if there is a change happening in the open loop gain. If the change in the open loop gain is 20%, if the value of A and beta results in this as 60 dB, do we get to know what is the amount of change that will happen in the closed loop gain? If there is a 20% change here, the change that happens in the closed loop gain is hardly 0.02%, which we have proved here also. So what does this say is that, shall we say, negative feedback will desensitize the amplifier? shall we say this is negative feedback will increase the gain desensitivity. This is gain desensitivity. So does your system gain should be sensitive to A naught or should it not be sensitive? Should not be sensitive. So here you can see this negative feedback will actually increase the desensitivity of the gain for changes in open loop gain. Will it make sense? So one of the major advantage of negative feedback is it increases the desensitivity of the gain of the closed loop system. Correct? Which we have proven here with an example. So the actually earlier gain was 10 power 4, which was 10,000. Then it reduced to 8,000. What was the gain of your AF? It was 10. It has reduced to 9.9975. The change here is hardly 0.2%, whereas the change here is 20%. So why it is not, how it has become desensitized to a change of 20%? It is purely because you are giving a negative feedback. Correct? So the first point is gain desensitivity is an advantage of negative feedback. Correct? Okay, next we shall see the next point. Okay, this is a bit involved in terms of frequency response. So what is the frequency response of an op-amp? Suppose if I say this is my frequency, if this is the gain of the amplifier, okay, shall we just write it something like this now here? Am I correct? Just give me 1 minute. Correct? Now, shall I call this as the DC gain? This is DC gain. Does it have some cutoff frequency also? Does it have some bandwidth? Shall I call it as some F naught? Some F naught? Is it similar to that of a low pass filter? Low pass filter also had a similar type of transfer function. Sorry, frequency response. So actually in low pass filter the gain was 1. Am I correct? The gain was 1. Here the gain is A naught. That is the only difference. What was the transfer function? Suppose if I say this is V naught and this is V in, is V naught by V in is equal to 1 over 1 plus SRC? Was this the expression? What is this RC? Is it actually 1 over omega, which happens to be the cutoff frequency, or 1 over the cutoff frequency? Because RC is usually the time constant, 1 over time is frequency. Since it is in RC, there is no 2 pi, so that's why it is in angular frequency. So I will write this as 1 over 1 plus S by omega. Just see the change here. We know this is the frequency response of op-amp. Correct? We know a low pass filter frequency response is similar to this. Only thing is that here gain is 1, here gain is A0. The transfer function of this is, since the gain is 1, it is 1 over 1 plus SRC. Now, can I write the transfer function of this as A0 by 1 plus S by omega? Can I? Now, what is this A0 now? Is it not the DC gain? It's a DC gain or the open loop gain. Open loop gain. Now, what I'll do is, I have the closed loop gain AF. I'll just write what is AF of S. Is it equal to AS by, okay, now can I write it as, okay, just give me 1 minute. Is it 1 plus AS beta? So what is actually AFS, which is now now you're not simply writing AS as simply A0. This is pure if you're not writing the frequency response. If you are not writing the frequency response, this is fine. This is just the DC gain. Since there is S given, now you are supposed to write the complete transfer function. Is it actually S by omega? Correct? So now, shall I write this as A0 by 1 plus S by omega by 1 plus A0 into beta 1 plus S by omega? Can I simplify this? What is this? Actually, this is AF of S. AF of S is now given by A0 into, this will go with that. Shall I now write it as 1 plus S by omega plus A0 beta? Can I write this as equal to A0 okay, just a minute. Okay, what will I do is correct? I can, because this is 1 plus S by omega, I can now write this as, okay, one second, is A0 by, can I write it as 1 plus S by omega plus A0 beta? Can I? So then what I'll do is, I will take 1 plus A0 by beta as a common factor. Will it then become 1 plus S by omega into 1 plus A0 beta? AF of S, can I write it as equal to A0 by 1 plus A0 beta divided by 1 plus S into omega into 1 plus A0 beta? So was this AFS? Okay, let me write here. What is AFS? It was equal to A0 by 1 plus S by omega. Let us just try to compare these two. What is this AFS? AFS was something like this. This is A0. So this is A0. This is AFS. The frequency response of AFS, that is open loop transfer function, has got a gain of, has got a what? This is omega. Correct? Upon feedback, what is the gain of the amplifier? The gain was A0. What is this magnitude? Has the open loop gain reduced by 1 plus A0 beta times? is it actually AF? Can you see the gain which was A naught, has it not reduced to a gain of AF? What was the bandwidth here? It was omega. How much is the bandwidth now? Is it omega multiplied by 1 plus A naught beta times? Can you see now it is increasing? Okay, let me just write it using a different color. Can you see now, has it increased now? This is your, okay, if I say it as omega f, is omega f is equal to omega into 1 plus A beta? What is AF? Is AF is equal to A naught by 1 plus A beta? Which we have already seen in AMCD. If the gain reduces by some X parameter, does the bandwidth increase by X parameter? So here, A naught is reduced, so this AF is reduced from A naught to A naught by 1 plus A beta times. Can you see there is a reduction in the gain by 1 plus A beta times? Can you see this whatever reduction you have, can you see the bandwidth is increasing by exactly the same amount? Just compare these two. What is this AFS? Having a gain of, having a DC gain of A naught and has a bandwidth of omega. Correct? How about this now? Has the gain reduced? Has the gain reduced after feedback? Has the bandwidth increased after feedback? So second property is bandwidth extension. Bandwidth extension. Correct? Is the bandwidth extended because of negative feedback, which is good or bad? It's good. So the negative feedback will going to help us in increasing the bandwidth. We are just proving it. So let me just again redo this, just for your reinforcement. This is the frequency response of an amplifier, because we know that it will not have a lower cutoff frequency. It has got a DC gain and it will come down. So we say this is omega naught or f naught as a cutoff frequency. So since you are just talking in terms of omega, let us say it as some omega or omega naught. So we know that a low pass filter has got a similar transfer function, a similar frequency response as that of an op amp. Because we know the transfer function of a low pass filter, which is 1 over 1 plus SRC. Can I write the expression for the op amp as A naught by 1 plus S by omega? So that's what we did here. Correct? I think you people can able to relate why I took a low pass filter. So the purpose of taking the low pass filter to analyze this is just to compare that these two have similar transfer function. If when these two have similar transfer function, the change in the slope is due to this parameter new denominator. Of course, which will discuss them in more clarity in the coming classes. Correct? So this we have written. So that's what we have done. Then we know what is that feedback. AF is equal to A by 1 plus A beta. So instead of simply writing an absolute value, if you write the frequency responses, this is how you write. AFFS is equal to AFS by 1 plus AFS into beta. So you are writing what is AFS, which also includes the DC gain and the bandwidth. You are writing poles and zeros. So this is what is the entire transfer function you are writing. You are not simply writing the gain, you are writing the complete transfer function. So we wrote, because we want to know what is the complete transfer function of my closed loop system. So I am writing the open loop system and the beta value. So upon doing all these things, we got this expression. Of course, with slight modification, rearrangement, so that you get it in this form. So is it 1 plus S by omega into 1 plus A naught beta? The denominator, the numerator, I got A naught by 1 plus A naught beta. Correct? Upon comparison, we could able to see that after feedback, gain reduces from A naught to A naught by 1 plus A naught beta. Upon again negative feedback, bandwidth which was omega will increased by a factor 1 plus A naught beta times. So that's why what is more important here is not the reduction in gain. More important thing is that there is an increment in the bandwidth. So that's why it is called as bandwidth extension. Correct? I hope this is enough for the day. So I think all of you are hungry. So we'll just stop now here, and then tomorrow we'll just catch up. Thank you then.